So what we're looking at here is a slide looking at developing endochondral bone. All right. So this is what it looks like under low power here. Here's what it looks like under medium power, and this is typically where we're going to stop. I'm going to move up a little bit here. And when I move up, what you see there right at the top, so you notice how the tissue up here is different from the tissue in this area here. This is a zone of resting cartilage up here. So that is the zone of resting cartilage. And then as you can see here, those chondrocytes are going to space out just a little bit. And so this area right here, which looks different from this area, this is a zone of proliferation. So this is a zone of resting cartilage. This is a zone of proliferation. And then we get to this next zone here where you can see that the lacuna here are getting larger. And so this is starting us into that zone of hypertrophy. And so here I'm going to need to move the slide so we can see this a little better here. So once again, up here is the zone of proliferation. Here is the zone of hypertrophy. Now what you next see is that we're going from cartilage here in this area to what is not cartilage. And this is actually starting to become bone here. So we go from zone of hypertrophy to then bone. And so this essential line right here going from cartilage to bone, that is the zone of calcification. So zone of hypertrophy, zone of calcification, just right here where we get that transition from one tissue type to the next. And then by the time we get down here, we're into ossified bone. So this is ossified bone. So looking at this part of the slide, we see zone of proliferation, zone of hypertrophy. Right underneath that is zone of calcification. And then down here is ossified bone.